This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I want to talk about this article here. It's from Yahoo News. It's about Paul Bettany and how he is involved in Depp vs. Heard. It's called "It Was an Unpleasant Feeling, Paul Bettany on Having Text to Johnny Depp About Amber Heard Made Public," which is very reasonable. I think most of us would. So, I want to talk about these texts, and I want to talk about my theory as to why, well, they were apparently so bad. And I've got a theory on that. This is the one thing that you could say Johnny could have done better. He kind of must have lost his cool on it, but we'll get into that. And just for your information, this is from Christmas. If you don't know Paul Bettany, he is a British actor. And they begin. Paul Bettany has opened up about having his private text with Johnny Depp made public as evidence in the U.S. actor's libel case against his son last year. Depp sued the newspaper's publisher after a 2008 headline labeled him a wife beater in reference to his relationship with ex-wife Amber Heard. The court found the claim to be substantially true after Amber Heard played Monopoly, drank some hot chocolate with the judge all night long. Okay, that didn't happen exactly like that, but it sure seemed like it because the judge knew a lot of people who were working with Amber Heard. All right, let's keep going though. At a preliminary hearing ahead of the trial in February 2020, texts exchanged between Depp and Bettany in 2013 were read aloud. In one text, Depp wrote, "Let's burn Amber," to which Bettany responded, "Having thought it through, I don't think we should burn Amber. She's delightful company and easy on the eye. Plus, I'm not sure. She's a witch. We could, of course, try the English course of action. In these predicaments, we do a drowning test. Thoughts?" All right. It's not the nicest things to say in a text, but I'll say this. You know what? It's not like that weird to talk like that with your friend about somebody you don't like, but think about it. Why would they get to the point of saying that about her? There's only really two options. Number one, they're these wicked, evil people who joke about, doing horrible things to somebody that Johnny just married, or you could say your good friend just married, or she drove them to the point of talking like that because things she was doing were so bad that they were driven to that point of just talking like that because it just felt so bad for them. That's what I think. The reason I think that is because through Johnny's entire life, we've never heard anything remotely like this said in text or anything anywhere about someone he's been involved with. So it's really a unique case with this. Depp responded, "Let's drown her before we burn her. I will F her burnt corpse afterwards to make sure she's dead." And like I said, that's just not a normal thing to say unless you've really been driven to the brink. You've really been driven crazy by this person you're talking about. And we've got some evidence that he would be driven crazy by the things that went on. The WandaVision star, however, continued to call the experience of having his private text messages made public very strange. "It was a strange moment," he said. "What was strange about it was you suddenly have one of the most scrabless newspapers in London and their lawyers pouring through your texts for the last 10 years. Can you imagine what it would be like, honestly, to have a bunch of lawyers go through every one of your emails and texts for 10 years? All I can tell you is that it was an unpleasant feeling. And like I said, I can't blame him. I don't think anyone can. I'm not going to try to bend this in some way where he's taking some side, Johnny's or Amber's. It's just something that would not make anyone feel good whatsoever. So I think on Bettany's part, this is understandable to say this. And as a disclaimer, I have no positive or negative views of him. I've never seen his movies that I can remember. I guess maybe I saw him in something somewhere, but I've just got no personal opinion on him. So I'm taking this all as it comes, and I have a clean slate with him. That's actually a pretty good picture there. Bettany has previously defended Depp against the allegations. In a 2016 Twitter post, the 50-year-old wrote, "Known Johnny Depp for years and through several relationships. He's the sweetest, kindest, gentlest man I've ever known. Just saying." Bettany and Depp starred together in 2014's sci-fi thriller Transcendence, as well as the action comedy, however you say that, I'll try it, Mordecai. I don't know that one. Sorry, guys. Which was released in 2015. Elsewhere in the interview, Bettany discussed self-doubt, experiencing a period of homelessness, and his own personal scandals. And then they go on to say he's going to star on something on the BBC, which I'm not going to talk about, but I guess I wish him luck on it. So yeah, That's about it. I mean, it's a tricky one. I can't condone the way they were talking about Amber in this one incident out of the 5 years. This is the one thing where I'm going like, that's not so nice. That's not so good. But when you take the mountains of things that Amber did, the illegal things she did, her arrest record, the perjury in Australia, all the screwing around on social media, trashing the fans, things her friends did, because now we're talking about things Johnny's friend did, trashing the fans on Twitter and Instagram endlessly. It's just like, Johnny did one thing distasteful. So it's like she's so far ahead in doing the wrong thing and the distasteful thing that what's the difference if you did this one thing? And you know what? Like I said, I don't think people normally talk like that unless you're driven to talk like that. You don't just talk about like, let's drown her, let's burn her, let's F her corpse, unless she's probably done something to drive you to the limit, to drive you to say that. I don't say that about people. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just not really the way you talk in normal circumstances. So that's about it for this one here. You guys let me know what you think down below. Doing celebrity news, pop culture, little Meghan Markle, Marilyn Manson, Britney Spears, whatever comes up, like that. Even a little Star Wars, once in a blue moon. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.